Shanti. This is the Sakar Murli of 8th of January 2024. Essence. Sweet children, stay in remembrance of the Father and remain constantly cheerful. Those who stay in remembrance of the Father are very entertaining and sweet. They remain happy and do service. Question. Together with having the intoxication of this knowledge, while checking, is it most essential to have? Answer. Together with the intoxication of this knowledge, also check to what extent you have become soul conscious. This knowledge is very easy, but it is in yoga that Maya creates obstacles. While living at home with your families, you have to remain free from attraction. It should not be that Maya, the mouse, continues to bite you inside and you remain unaware of it. Continue to check your own pulse to see if you have deep love for Baba. For how long do you stay in remembrance? Song. Why should the moth not burn itself? Om Shanti. You sweetest children heard a line of the song. Since the Father shows so much splendor and you become so beautiful, why should you not belong to such a Father who makes you beautiful from ugly? You children understand that you become beautiful from ugly. It is not a question of just one becoming this. Those people refer to Krishna as Syam Sundar. They also create pictures of him as that in some pictures he is fair and in others he is sun shaded blue. People don't understand how this is possible. Prince Krishna of the Golden Age cannot have a blue shade. Everyone says that they would like to have a child or a husband like Sri Krishna. So how could he be a shade of blue? People don't understand anything at all. There has to be a reason why they have made Krishna a shade of blue. They have portrayed Krishna dancing on a snake, but there cannot be anything like that. They have heard such things from the scriptures and so they speak of them. In fact, there isn't anything like that. In the pictures, they show Narayan sitting on the bed of a snake. There is no snake bed. Could a snake have hundreds of mouths? Just look at the types of pictures they have set and created. The Father explains, there is nothing in any of them. All of these pictures belong to the path of devotion. However, they too are fixed in the drama. For however long the play has been sought, from the beginning until now, it has to repeat. It simply explained to you what people do on the path of devotion. They spend so much money. They make so many different types of pictures. Previously, when you would look at all of those, you would not have been amazed. Now that the Father has explained to you, it enters your intellect that those things truly belong to the path of devotion. Whatever happens on the path of devotion, it will definitely take place again. No one apart from you can understand these things. You know that whatever is fixed beforehand in the drama will continue to take place. There is to be destruction of the innumerable religions and establishment of the one religion. There is great benefit in this. You no longer pray, etc. People do all of that in order to receive some fruit from God. The fruit is liberation in life. So all of this is explained to you. Here, it is the rule of the people. It says in the Gita, O people of Bharat, Kauravas and Pandavas, what are you doing? Truly, the Yadavas invented the missiles. They destroyed their own clan. All of them are enemies of one another. You don't listen to the news, etc. Those who listen to it are able to understand very well. Day by day, there is a lot of conflict among them. All of them are Christians, but there is a lot of conflict among them. While sitting at home, people kill one another. You are studying Raj Yoga, and so this old world definitely has to be cleansed for the kingdom. Everything will then be new in the new world. Even the five elements there will be Sato Pradhan. The ocean won't have the power to overflow and cause damage. At present, the five elements cause so much damage. All of those elements will become your servants there, and there will therefore be no question of sorrow. This is the game of the predestined Rama. The golden age is called heaven. Christians also say that at first there was heaven. Bharat is an imperishable land. It is just that they don't know the Father who liberates them and that He comes in Bharat. They celebrate the birthday of Shiva, but they don't understand anything. You now explain that the birthday of Shiva is celebrated in Bharat, and so Shiv Baba must surely have come in Bharat and established heaven, and that he is now doing that once again. None of this will sit in the intellects of those who are to become subjects. Those who belong to the kingdom will understand that they are truly Shiv Baba's children. There is also Prajapita Brahma. Baba himself is the liberator and the ocean of knowledge. Brahma would not be called that. Even Brahma is liberated by that one. The one Father liberates everyone because all are Tamo Pradhan. Such churning of the ocean of knowledge should continue within. We should give this knowledge in such a way that people are quickly able to understand. Children are number wise. This is knowledge. You have to study this every day. Not to study because of fear is not right. It would then be said that it is your karmic bondage. Look how so many became free and came here, and then how some went away. In Sindh, so many daughters came, and then because of the upheaval, they became enemies. At first, they liked this knowledge very much. They used to think that all of you had received a gift from God. Even now, they understand that there is some power here. They don't understand that it is God Himself who has incarnated. Nowadays, many people have occult powers in them. They take up the Gita and continue to relate that. The Father says all of those books belong to the path of devotion. I am the ocean of knowledge. It is I whom everyone remembers on the path of devotion. According to the drama plan, this is fixed in the drama. They even have visions. He pleases those on the path of devotion too. If some people don't take this knowledge, devotion is still good for them because they are at least able to reform themselves. They would not steal, etc. No one would do anything wrong to those who are engaged in singing devotional songs of God, brackets performing devotion. They are, after all, devotees. Nowadays, even if someone is a devotee, he can still go bankrupt. It isn't that because you have become a child of Shiv Baba, you won't go bankrupt. There are the actions of the past, and so some would go bankrupt. Some go bankrupt even after coming into knowledge. But that has no connection with knowledge. You children are now engaged in doing service. You know that by engaging yourself in doing service according to Srimad, you will receive the fruit of that. We have to transfer everything to there. We have to transfer everything, including our bags and baggage. Baba enjoyed himself a great deal in the beginning. When he came from there, he composed a song. The first one found Allah, and the second one found a kingdom. He had visions of Sri Krishna and the four armed image of Vishnu, and understood that he would become the emperor of Dwarka. He used to feel so intoxicated. What am I going to do with this perishable money? So you children should also have that happiness. Baba is giving us the sovereignty of heaven, but some children don't make that much effort. They fall while moving along. Very good children who used to invite Baba never remember Baba. Baba should receive letters saying, Baba, I am very happy. I remain intoxicated in having remembrance of you. There are many who never remember Baba. It is only by having the pilgrimage of remembrance that your happiness will rise. No matter how intoxicated you remain with this knowledge, there is still so much body consciousness. Where is that stage of soul consciousness? This knowledge is very easy. It is in yoga that Maya causes obstacles. While living at home, you have to remain free from attraction. It should not be that Maya suits you. Maya bites you like a mouse. A mouse bites you in such a way that even if it starts bleeding, you won't be aware of it. Some children are unaware of how much damage is caused when they become body conscious. You won't be able to claim a high status. You have to claim your full inheritance from the Father. You too should become seated on the throne like Mama and Baba. The Father is the one who wins your heart. There is the complete memorial in the Dilwala temple. Inside the Maharathis are sitting on elephants. Among you two there are the elephant riders, the house riders, and the infantry. Each one of you has to check your own pulse. Why should Baba check it? You should check yourself to see whether you remember Baba and do service like Baba. Do I have yoga with Baba? Do I stay awake at night and remember Baba? Am I serving many others? You should keep your chart. How deeply within myself do I remember the Father? Some think that they constantly remember the Father, but that is not possible. Some think that they have become Baba's children, and so that's all. However, you have to consider yourselves to be souls and remember the Father. If you do anything without having remembrance of Baba, it means that you do not remember Baba. You should remain constantly cheerful in having remembrance of Baba. Those who stay in remembrance are always entertaining and cheerful. They explain to others with great happiness and in an entertaining way. There are very few who have a keen interest in serving. It is very easy to explain using the pictures. This is God, the highest on high, and then there are His creation. We souls who are all brothers, this is a brotherhood. Those people have spoken about a fatherhood. First of all, you have to explain Shiv Baba's picture. This is the incorporeal Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, the Father of all souls. We souls are also incorporeal. Each of us resides in the center of a forehead. Shiv Baba too is a star. But how could a star be worshipped? This is why they made a big image. However, a soul doesn't take 8.4 million births. The Father explains that souls first come down bodiless and adopt bodies and then play their parts. Satopradhan souls take rebirth and go into the Iron Age. Those who come later do not take 84 births. Not everyone can take 84 births. A soul sheds a body and takes another. His name, form, time, and place all change. You should give such lectures. They speak of self realization, but who can give you that? Is it self realization to say that a soul is the supreme soul? This knowledge is new. The Father, who is the ocean of knowledge, is also the purifier and the bestower of salvation for all. He sits here and explains to you. In that case, praise Him a great deal. You heard His praise. You have heard the introduction of souls, and we will now give you God's introduction. He is called the Father of all souls. He cannot be any smaller or larger. The Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, means the Supreme Soul. Soul means Atma. God is the one who resides beyond. He never takes rebirth, and this is why He is called the Supreme Father. A part is recorded in such a tiny soul. He alone is called the Purifier. His name is always Shiv Baba. It is not Rudra Baba. On the path of devotion, He has been given many names. Everyone remembers Him and says, "O Purifier, come and make us pure." So He surely has to come. He comes when the one religion, the original eternal deity religion, has to be established. It is now the Iron Age and there are so many human beings. There will be very few human beings in the Golden Age. It is remembered that establishment takes place through Brahma. Destruction takes place through Shankar. The original eternal religion was established through the Gita. It is just that they have made a mistake in that when they put Krishna's name in it. The Father says He, brackets Krishna, enters into rebirth. I am beyond rebirth. So now judge, is the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul incorporeal Shiva, or is it Sri Krishna? Who is the God of the Gita? Only one is called God. Then, if they don't believe these things, you should understand that they don't belong to your religion. Those who are to go to the Golden Age will soon believe these things and begin to make effort. This is the main thing. There is victory for you in this, but where is that stage of soul consciousness? You become trapped in one another's name and form. On the path of devotion, you used to sing, they were concerned about the Supreme Soul who lived in the element beyond, the Brahm element. So why should you be afraid of anything? A lot of courage is needed. Those who give lectures should give this knowledge about souls with great intoxication. They should then also explain who is the one called the Supreme Soul. The praise of the Father is the ocean of love, the ocean of knowledge. In fact, this is also the praise of you children. To get angry with someone means to take the law into your own hands. Baba is so sweet. If some children say no when they are asked to do something, they cannot become like Krishna. You have to become very sweet. Acha, to the sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, the father, Bab Dada. The spiritual father says namaste to the spiritual children, and the spiritual children say namaste to the spiritual father. Essence for dharana number 1. Transfer all your bags and baggies and remain very intoxicated and happy. Become seated on the throne like Mama and Baba. Stay in deep remembrance from your heart. Second, never stop studying due to being afraid of someone. Lighten your karmic bondage with remembrance. Never become angry or take the law into your own hands. Don't say no when you are asked to do any type of service. Blessing, may you be like Father Brahma and do everything while keeping a balance of being royal and being simple. Father Brahma remained ordinary, neither very elevated nor very low. From the beginning until now, the discipline of Brahmins has been not to be very simple or very royal, but to be of a medium level. There are now many facilities, and there are also those who give the facilities. Nevertheless, when you carry out any service, do it at a medium level. Let no one say that you have the luxury of a kingdom here. To the extent that you remain simple, so remain just as royal. Let there be a balance of the two. Slogan: instead of looking at others, look at yourself. And remember, whatever actions I perform, those who see me will do the same. Om Shanti. With Avyakt silence, experience the double light angelic stage. Now, all your activities are to happen with signals from your elevated thoughts. Have such a form of light that all your wasteful thoughts and wasting of time finish. Only the thoughts that are to happen practically should arise. Only those who have to do this practically will think that they have to do this. Only then will this corporeal world become the subtle region. Om Shanti.